And we're back to learning Gimp here, day 88. Let me show you how you can create a basic gradient. We have a gradient tool for that. G is the short key. If you can't find it at all, go to Tools, Paint Tools, and then you should see it. Presets here are the most important. Let us start with foreground to background. So this uses the two swatches right here. And you can actually see it when I flip it, that the preset window changes a little bit. Now left click drag on the canvas. We have black to white, and you can see if I deselect the tool, this gradient is added to the active layer. So it's a good idea to create an empty gradient layer first, make it transparent. Use the tool again, left click drag. And if you deselect now, this will be added to the specific gradient layer. And then you have, for example, the background, whatever you've got below, unaffected. And what you can also see is when you reactivate the tool, we're still on the gradient layer, you can paint over this. So this is going to erase the old gradient and give you a new one. You can cycle through these presets like that. But there's actually a specific gradient menu. You can find that under Windows, talk about dialogues. There it is. So here are the presets. If you left click on them, they will be visible directly. Let me scroll up. And here's the foreground to background again. So this is the same as the preview window, but a little bit bigger. Gradients consist of color stops or sometimes color endpoints. To have a gradient, you need at least two. Therefore, we have a start and an end endpoint for these color stops. And you can left click on them and then adjust them one by one. You can also left click drag to reposition them. And here X and Y, these are the values for the position. In this case, the Y value doesn't matter that much, but maybe the X value. I know I have 1920 here, so I go from 0 to 1920. For the Y value, I just want to have the same value on both sides, so 564, so that we have a perfectly straight linear gradient right here. You can also click on these color swatches for the stops to change them. If, for example, I make the black one red, but you can also adjust the swatches. Let me go back to the default foreground to background, black and white. And now I flip it. The gradient is adjusted in real time. And if I adjust our color swatches like we usually do, the gradient also gets adjusted. So that's, I think, the best way to do it. But you also have these color swatches here for the specific stops. One more thing, we also have what's called a midpoint. Let me create a new gradient and you can see that directly. So in center, when you hover over it, there is this little filled circle. Again, that's the midpoint. It's usually in center of your gradient. So right in between the two colors. And this is in principle the transition point between the two colors. So wherever the point is, the color 1 will transition into color 2 seamlessly. So this is kind of like the perfect mix. And if you readjust that, you can see how this gradient gets a little bit stretched out to one color and a little bit more compressed to the other color. And by the way, if you can't adjust this midpoint, that's actually quite possible. This is because you might have this box checked here, modify active gradient. So when this is checked, sometimes you can't adjust the midpoints, especially for the presets. So simply uncheck this box for modify active gradient, and then you should be able to reposition the midpoints and recolor your color stops. So if this is an issue for you, that's the way to solve it. And if you have gradients with multiple colors, you can see you get more than one midpoint to reposition. And these are the basics of creating gradients in Gimp. I hope this video was helpful. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.